One sentence shook the markets: a 100% tariff on all Chinese imports. The number itself isn't the point, the intent is. This isn't just trade policy, it's a signal, a move to reassign power through prices. Today, we trace how tariffs ripple through inflation, interest rates, assets, and finally reshape global wealth itself. Tariffs are taxes at the border. Taxes become prices. Prices change behavior. When tariffs rise, markets respond instantly because someone must pay the cost. Supply chains reroute, but rerouting itself is expensive. Inflation emerges, not from growth, but from policy. For Trump, tariffs aren't just bargaining chips. They're industrial weapons. The message is simple: build in America or pay the price. It's designed to force reshoring, revive Rust Belt pride, and turn MAGA from slogan to strategy. Behind this rhetoric lies a deeper truth. By raising prices strategically, the United States exports inflation, pulls global capital back home, and rewrites who sets the rules of production. Hegemony isn't sustained by armies alone. It's sustained by whoever controls prices. The price of money, energy, data, and trade. When tariffs push up inflation, the Fed hesitates to cut rates. Higher real rates strengthen the dollar, sucking liquidity from emerging markets and risky assets. That capital flows back to the U.S. This is price-based empire. This is the hidden logic behind the Make America Great Again dream, to use price as the modern form of dominance. By manipulating inflation abroad and stability at home, Washington can both discipline its rivals and recharge its domestic capital. Trump's approach is theatrical. He threatens extremes, triggers chaos, then redraws the rules while others freeze. 100% tariffs aren't a policy, they're psychological warfare. He makes the world move first. Even if he retreats later, the supply chain map has already changed. When inflation is born from policy, not prosperity, central banks face a trap. They can't ease without appearing reckless, nor tighten without deepening the slowdown. Liquidity tightens, valuations fall. The era of easy money quietly ends. When policy shakes prices, assets follow a familiar rhythm. Euphoria, warning, collapse, harvest. First leverage builds, then warnings appear but go ignored. Volatility explodes, positions unwind, and those with cash harvest what fear has discounted. This is the shearing cycle, a transfer of ownership disguised as a correction. Every crash is also a collection. Every panic, a purchase order for the few who planned ahead. Tariffs split the world into three blocks: allies, border states, and adversaries. Allies are cushioned by subsidies but pay more for stability. Border states profit briefly as middlemen, but live under the risk of sudden sanction. Adversaries, locked out of finance and technology, face a slow suffocation. Trade becomes slower, costlier, more political. A stable yet expensive world. The architecture Washington prefers. Beneath tariffs lie three invisible levers: energy, technology, and capital. Energy defines cost. Technology defines access. Capital defines motion. Control all three, and you control civilization. Critics call this strategy neo-colonialism, using tariffs, tech rules, and trade norms to enforce American standards worldwide. The truth lies in between. Tariffs aren't just taxes. They're contracts written in the language of power. Trump's endgame is simple: reclaim voters, factories, and rules. To rebuild order, he must first stop the motion. A 100% tariff isn't an endpoint, it's the break. When the world halts, he rewrites the rules. This is the total reset, a reboot of hegemony through controlled chaos. It's not just about economics. It's about rewriting time itself, slowing globalization, forcing a pause, then restarting under new ownership. But beneath this global restructuring lies a deeper truth. Inequality, global and domestic, has reached the point of implosion. The 1% consolidate power, the 99% carry the debt. At some point, the system demands release. In the Bible, the Jubilee came every 50 years, a year of release. Debts forgiven, land returned, slaves freed. A divine reset to restore balance after decades of excess. Today, the pattern returns in secular form. After decades of leverage and imbalance, we may face a financial jubilee, a redistribution not of mercy but of necessity. The ultra-elites will remain. For the rest, the system will reset in the name of equality. Tariffs, the dollar, global liquidity, all may be preludes to the greatest redistribution of our age, the Jubilee Reset. Tariffs rewrite prices. Prices rewrite power. Power rewrites ownership. And the Jubilee rewrites everything.